The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the host and or Paranormal Buzz Radio and or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is prohibited. Paranormal Buzz Radio will not be held responsible for you holding your knees, crying, and rocking in a corner in a puddle of your own urine, or being beheaded by a group of children in a cornfield. In fact, if you come across a group of children in a cornfield, we promise to make fun of you as you run away screaming in terror. Listener discretion is advised. You are now entering the all-consuming realm of Shea's Paranormal Chat, where the things that are better left unsaid are actually said.
Shut up and sit down.
You're listening to Shea's Paranormal Chat. Paranormal podcasting done Shea's way. Tons of fun.
Dude, seriously?
A bit sarcastic.
Hashtag investigator, not hunter.
But always real.
Hashtag data, not evidence.
Don't get your panties in a twist.
Oh my god, really?
This is real, raw conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Oops. Good evening, TGIF. I have no idea when my intro stopped playing, so hopefully it wasn't that long ago.
And welcome to the show.
And welcome to the show. Kelly and I were about to start 3 minutes early, and then we started talking, and I'm like, wait, now we're not 3 minutes early, we're 2 minutes late.
And this is how we roll.
Oh, everybody thinks I'm always lying. Do you see my energy boost up like 5 seconds after the show starts compared to 30 seconds before the show? It's automatic.
I'd like to think it was me.
It is you, of course. It is.
No, it's the show. It's a good time. We have fun.
Gosh.
Keeps us happy and excited. And,
it does.
You know, nothing like starting a show with a big old microphone thump, too. So.
Oh, I do that. And I don't know. The only reason why I know I do it all the time is because my Sunday show Exploring the Unknown with Rebecca is an edited show. So I have to edit the show before I put it out. And I hear thump, thump.
I keep it like on the back of my table as far away from me as I can, because anybody who knows me knows I'm a fidgeter. So I'm constantly like waving I talk with my hands, even though this is not a visual show. I'm talking with my hands, like you guys can see me talking with my hands, and how I haven't managed to completely thump it a million times. Oh. Although I did knock it off the table once and broke a microphone.
Yeah,
I don't think Chris was super amused with me, but you know.
It was like 1 minute before we were starting your show.
Yep. Because that's how I roll.
Oh yeah, gotta keep.
If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it good.
Oh yep, I'm with you. That's how That's how I do it too.
How the hell have you been? It's been a while since I've been on the show.
It has. It's been a while since I've been on the show, it seems.
Well, okay then.
Yeah. I'm doing good.
Good.
I can't believe it's the end we're wrapping up season 3.
How is that even possible?
I know, right?
It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy.
It is.
Does that mean we start season 4 here, like any moment?
September, yeah, season 4. Because we're taking the summer off, so.
She's got to keep track of me, guys, because otherwise I have no freaking clue what I'm supposed to be doing or where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm getting there with you.
Season 3 wrap up, huh? I got to look back through our list and see who all did we have for season 3? We had a really good lineup of people.
We did, and we had new topics. And new people. I don't know how many repeats we had, but we had maybe only a couple repeats, but most of them were new topics. So.
And we had our 100th episode in there.
Yes, we did. Cool.
So this is like 105. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this is 105.
Oh, wow, see?
They fly by.
They do. That's crazy.
Bye.
Yeah. Hello to everybody in chat. I'm a little thrown off because like I said, I looked up and realized my intro had stopped playing, and I have no idea still.
You know, we got distracted.
We did. We were just, having fun talking.
It seems like it's been forever. That's what happens when I don't get to talk to you. So.
I know. How'd the expos go?
They went okay. The first one was absolutely amazing. So we had our Cedar Falls Psychic and Paranormal Expo the last weekend of March. We had a ton of people show up. People were excited to get out and have something to do and places to go. But Waterloo is a little bit more comfortable with things and the way things are. And then a couple weeks later, we were at Dubuque. Dubuque is a little bit more reserved. They're having a few more cases of that darn Rona in the Dubuque area. So it was a little bit slower as far as people attending, but still had a really good show. And the people that came out were excited to be there. And the vendors seemed to have a good day still. So, yeah, they went well. So now we've got a little bit of a break. And our next one will be July 17th and 18th, I think, are the dates. And that one's in Cedar Rapids. So
nice.
A little bit of time to gain my sanity back between the expos. Because, man, those back-to-back were... That was brutal.
I can't even imagine because I can't even imagine. I did maybe a week and a half or something in between, just attending a couple things a long time ago. Not we're talking last fall, but so I can't even imagine running them.
Yeah. Well, and the nice thing about it is, Mama Pat and I have been doing this now for 10 years, so we've got it down how to do it, but it's always work. So I have a kitty making some noise in the background. Yeah. But no, it was good, and we had fun, and lots of good people out. And now we start our craziness of traveling everywhere and doing a bunch of paracons and events, and just to make sure that I stay busy. Got to throw a kid graduating in on top of that.
Oh yeah, of course.
And have that going too, but it's all good. But yeah, for anybody who listens, I apologize. I'm not always here. And I appreciate Shea filling in when she's running it by herself, or all the people who step in to fill in for me when I'm not able to be on the show.
We have to admit, we have some awesome fill-in co-hosts though.
We do. We do.
Really do.
They keep it interesting.
They do.
And, get bored if it's just me all the time. So.
I actually did a show by myself a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not by myself.
Was that the one that was
with
Brian
Robert
Weaver, wasn't it?
I think, no.
Was it Robert? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which
all by myself, no co-host. I didn't need a potty break, thank God.
That's your biggest obstacle, is not having to go potty in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's, I've been doing better. And
these are all the secrets you guys don't get to see of the behind the scenes of Shea's Paranormal Chat. Yeah. We have our own sign language to let each other know we have to go to the bathroom, or there's a kid talking to us, or animal needs something. Oh. We have our own secret language that you guys just don't get to see.
There's going to be a bonus episode coming out Tuesday that I pre-recorded by myself. Oh, yeah. And my dog was not having it. She's like, it's Tuesday, it's your night off, what are you doing? And she just wanted no part, I'm trying to hold her, and she's up on the desk, and she's hitting the mouse, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please help me.
Why are you working, Mom? This is my night.
Yeah, this is the first time ever she has slept through the beginning of a show. Like, looking to make sure she's breathing.
Isn't that horrible?
I do it.
Okay.
I do it.
You guys don't hear me hear the dog very often because I try to keep him away from us, but I do have a dog. It's a 14-year-old beagle. And for a beagle, that's pretty old. And he's old. He's got his issues. And so, like, we'll go in the morning. He sleeps in my son's room. So I'll go into my son's room, and I'm waking Ian up for school, and the dog doesn't wake up. And every morning he doesn't wake up. When I open the door, I think, oh my God, is this day?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, Shiloh, and he doesn't move. And I'm like, oh shit, that dog is dead. And then he finally rouses. And I'm like, oh shit, he's not dead.
I do it too. I'm the cat. My cat, everybody hears me joke about the blind cat, but it's not a joke. The cat is dead blind. Cannot see a thing. But at least you call its name. I stand there like when a newborn's sleeping. I don't say a word. I'm not moving. I'm just waiting to see the chest rise. Because if he's alive, I don't want to wake him up.
Well, and that's part of it is I'll watch him to see if it looks like he's breathing. But when he's sleeping, sometimes you can't see his chest move enough. And that scares me. And every time I have this thought, I'm like, do I try to wake him up while my kid's still in the room? Or do I wait till he walks out to go to the bathroom to see if he'll wake up? Oh my God.
Yeah, my cat,
one of these mornings,
18, 19? My cat is old.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, Shiloh's only 14, but for a beagle, they're about a 12 to 15-year lifespan. So, I don't know. I kid about him all the time. I'm going to feel horrible when it's actually the day that he doesn't wake up. But,
me too. Same
but
thing.
in the meantime, he is a pain in the butt old dog.
But as soon as they're gone, we'll miss that. We'll be like, remember when
Remember when he used to randomly wander into the street to try to be hit by a car?
Yeah. That's the stuff we'll laugh about, though.
Oh, God. Maybe.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
Mr. Bus wants to know what can we
expect for season 4?
Oh, God.
More shenanigans.
Yeah. We got to do a few more fun shows. This season we didn't get to do, our schedules didn't really work out for too many fun shows. So this is a fun show.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No, not just you.
It'll be easier, too, when we actually have a few things going on in our lives versus, what are you doing today? Stayed in my house. What are you doing today? I stayed in my house.
I know. Speaking of, can you talk about, because I was going to update you before the show, but then we started talking and I forgot. So I'll update you after, but do you want to update us on, are you going to be anywhere this summer that people can see you, or going to investigate anywhere great?
Well, we've got some really cool stuff coming up. So for anybody who doesn't know, I mean, you guys know me, obviously, but I'm half of Traveler's Moon. The other half is Chris Nielsen. And we've got a really full schedule so far. Next weekend, we've got HauntACon coming up, and that's in Omaha, Nebraska. And just a shameless plug, the Wednesday before that, which would be the 21st, we have our Traveler's Moon podcast, and our guest that night will be Jamie Chad. She's the host of the HauntACon. And so she'll be on talking about all the vendors and events and the concert and all the fun stuff that's going to be going on there. The week after that, we actually take off for kind of like a paranormal road trip. It's also a family vacation, family friend vacation, but it's all haunted places. So, I'm sure we'll be online quite a bit. But we're going to hit a haunted mansion in Vicksburg, Mississippi. We're going to go to Myrtle's Plantation. We're going to go to Oak Alley Plantation, and then we'll spend a couple days in New Orleans. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll be jumping on and off live while we're doing some of that. We've got, we'll be at the Iowa Metaphysical Fair, May 22nd and 23rd. That's a great big show in Des Moines. And that is one of the rare occasions where I will be sitting doing readings all day. So for those who are trying to find me in person for a reading, that's the show where I'm dedicated to sit down and do readings. Let's see what else we got. We've got the Cambry Summer Solstice coming up in mid-June, the 19th and 20th. And then the one that we've been waiting for. We are taking a trip. At the end of June, we'll spend a night at Lemp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri. And that'll be, I believe, both of our first time being at Lemp Mansion. And then after that, we go to Waverly Sanitarium. So we're pretty excited about that. And that just gets us through the end of June. So we'll stop there.
That's like busier than my next 2 years, probably, because even when this ban is lifted, with my anxiety, I might have trouble even getting used to going back.
And that's the scary thing is, I mean, we've talked a lot about doing the traveling that we're doing and going to the events that we are, because things are opening up and starting back up, but that doesn't mean that everything's back to normal yet. So
no, and every time I turn around, I see more and more people in the field that have gotten sick. Yep. So it's scary.
We're still just taking our precautions. I mean, you don't see us out in public without our masks on, and I'm not going to say that we 100% social distance, because if I see a friend, I'm still giving them a hug, but they look one way and I look completely the other way. So we're nowhere near breathing on each other with our masks on. And, but yeah, it's a different world that we live in, but it's finding that happy medium.
Between doing stuff and being cautious, it really is.
And being safe.
That's what I meant.
And that's our thing is we have to be safe. So, we're being safe about it, and if we ever get in a situation where we don't feel like we are, or we don't feel like people are doing the things they need to do, then I guess we'll probably excuse ourselves from that. And
that's all we so
far. Yeah, so far we've had really good luck with things. Even like the expos that we hosted, we had our safety precautions.
You guys were social distance. I saw the hand sanitizer pumps at each station, and
masks were required.
Yes, very good job.
And honestly, I have to say, Mama Pat and I were both of us prepared to have a fight on our hands about people not wanting to wear their masks. And honestly, for the most part, we didn't have any problems. A couple times we had to remind somebody because they'd take it off to smell something, or they'd take it off to eat something and they'd forget to put it back up, but it'd be like, hey, can you put your mask back on? They're like, oh, yeah, sorry, And so, people were really good about it. And I think people are aware that, to be able to do these things, we have to follow these safety precautions. So, we've done really well. It was good. But definitely we've got that social distancing in there, and masks and sanitizers and hand washing, and although
fun.
Yep. I'm becoming a hand sanitizer snob, and it's
my hands are so dry.
Well, but some of them smell like monkey ass, and other of them are
How do you know what monkey ass smells like?
I've had teenagers. But other ones are like, oh, this is not so bad. So I bought 2 different kinds. I must have bought them on 2 different trips. And there was one up on the registration table, and it smelled really good. Well, then I had one on my table, and I'd used that, and it smelled horrible. And I'm like, why is there difference? But they were just slightly different. So, I switched out the monkey ass one to one that didn't smell so bad.
Oh,
well.
That is funny.
Crazy.
Before I forget, Allison Robinson just popped in the chat. She's part of RAP Paranormal and RAP Paranormal and Friends podcast on this network. They're having their 100th show this Thursday.
They are, and I believe I'm going to be a part of that. So I'm excited for them.
Oh, you are? See, I don't even know. It's supposed to not be announced. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Oops.
I don't even know who's going to be on. Oh,
they didn't tell me that part. Sorry, guys.
Cat's out of the bag. We know one of them. Hi, Kim.
Sorry. They didn't tell me that part of it.
That's okay. Now people will be intrigued to listen.
Yeah, it's fine. It's only the 3 or 4 people listening right now. It's good.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than that, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's a few thousand. It's fine.
I'm telling you, we don't have guests, and that's when they all come in. If we
that's
have
because
guests,
they know.
Yeah, they know the shenanigans are going to be happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's when we don't have to behave, and we get a little out of control.
Oh, yeah. I didn't give any shout-outs. I know Allison's in there, Kim's in there, Matt's in there, Darren's in there, Mama Deb's in there. Those are just off the top of my memory. I'm scrolling real quick. I see eyes in there. If I miss you, just say hello at the top of the chat, and I'll get you in there. Yeah, there's more than just you on, Kelly. They're going to have a bunch of surprise guests, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, sorry, gals.
Hey, that's just a teaser. Kelly's the tease.
Isn't that wait, hey.
So in order to compete with your busy schedule,
what you got going on?
Well, let's start with this week.
If we have to start with just a week, I'm intrigued to tell.
I have to start with the week in order just to partially catch up with you. So I have tomorrow off from shows. I have a bunch of editing and that type of shit to do, but
you could just take a day off somewhere. Just
I can't. Okay, I don't have enough time. I really don't. I saved my time off from the weeks at my mother's here so we can spend a whole day together.
Yeah, I get that.
And I don't do anything. So then Sunday, we have Exploring the Unknown. We'll be on. This week we're talking about Britney Spears and how she abandoned her house because it was haunted.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Monday, I'm on, of course, Paranormal Bus Stop with Darren, Cynthia, and Ashley Storm. And also, I got to step out of my comfort zone, and I got to do a podcast as a researcher for a podcast about true crime.
I saw that. So you need to tell me about that, because I saw the post, and I meant to ask you about it before the show started. So what's that all about?
Anybody that really knows me knows that I love paranormal, don't get me wrong, but I know more about serial killers and true crime than I do about paranormal.
It's all about knowing your own.
Yeah, at least serial kill. There's facts that you know for sure. You know what I mean? So it's a little different. But I don't want to give too much away, but because it hasn't aired yet. It's coming out Sunday, but this is a case I've been really following for a long time. It's Maura Murray, who went missing here in Haverhill, New Hampshire. She's went to school in UMass, and it's on Sunday night, Locating the Lost, and I'm really excited.
Cool.
I'm really excited. It went really well.
Fun.
Yeah, and then Eric Knapp reached out to me and put me in touch with Kyle Palmer, and there's an actual search coming up because she's been missing since 2004, 2009, 2004. She's been missing for a long time.
A while, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a search coming up on Memorial Day. Again. So.
How crazy would that be if that's when they find her,
Oh, man. It's a crazy story, but if you're into true crime, I really did a good job on this research if I'm allowed to pat myself on the back. It was a busy week. I had all the shows, and I had to fit all this research in,
I saw that, and it was super cool, so I can't wait. Yeah. You'll have to be sure to post a link, and we'll get it shared out to everybody.
I don't know what time it's premiering, but it'll be everywhere. Same places are Apple, Google, all the YouTube. It'll be everywhere. So I'm really excited. Matt's laughing at me. I think he's laughing at me. I'm just used to people laughing at me, so.
I think they're laughing about the butler. I think they're playing Clue in chat right now.
Oh, all right. So that was Monday. And then Tuesday, I have the bonus episode of Shea's Paranormal Chat. And then Wednesday, I'm running your show.
Because I suck.
No. And then Thursday, I'm helping run REP. And then Friday, I have my show, and it starts all over again.
And rinse and recycle.
Yeah, so I'm going to enjoy tomorrow, the little bit I have to do. But I am going places this summer.
So what do you got going on for trips?
This is what I was going to talk to you about. I kind of, let's see, Matt and I are going to Penhurst with a bunch of different people. Jeff from Maine.
Yes. Super bummed we are not able to be there for that.
That's in July 16th, yes.
Yeah. So. I mean, I could abandon Mama Pat to run the Cedar Rapids Expo all on her own, but I don't think she'd probably appreciate that much. So.
Well, yeah, I understand. I get it. Well, Darren mentioned earlier we need to do another trip to do another Booze, Boobs, and Booze episode.
Hell yeah.
Well, here's my issue. So, you and I have been talking about Gettysburg Bash, and you're going, and I want to go, and my New York trip is goddamn planned for that same weekend.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, Matt and I are going to New York, Hinsdale House. So, I don't know. We're trying to figure out if we can do both, but I don't know if it's possible.
Oof. That'd be a busy weekend.
Yeah.
But they've got an event going on that weekend, right, at Hinsdale?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Man.
Yep, so.
Well, I can't make any promises, but we are actually turning that Gettysburg trip. Okay, so here's how this was going to work.
All right, here we go, people. Take notes.
Yep.
Matt, take notes for me.
Gettysburg is, what did we figure out, like a 16-hour drive, I think, something like that. And so we'd 16, have to take 17, days off, drive out there, days home. We'd have been home for like one day, and we were going to have to turn around and head up to Michigan to do the Michigan Paracon. So we figured out that's just silly to spend that much time on the road to be home for one whole day. So we're turning that into a whole paranormal road trip as well. And that one will be just me and Chris, but we're going to take off. We'll head to Gettysburg. We're going to potentially stop at like the Ohio State Reformatory. We've talked about some other places, but we've also, we don't have anything set in stone yet. We've talked about swinging up through Hinsdale. So we're making plans, but.
Well, I will, but you're going to do it after. See, I'll be in Hinsdale. I think it's Saturday. And I don't know if Matt's still in chat, but I'm pretty sure that's the issue.
Yeah, no, we couldn't be at Hinsdale at the same time as you. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we could be at Hinsdale at the same time as you, but we can look and see where we're going to be and if we'd be anywhere near your neck of the woods and maybe get together for some shenanigans.
Oh, yeah, so, there's quite a few bars around.
No promises. Yeah, we gotta sit down and truly map out what we're doing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're crazy, though.
Last time we were supposed to see each other, they put the stop on it, and you weren't even allowed in my area. They were like, if we see any out-of-state license plates, we're going to pull you over. And you're like, sorry, I love you, but no.
Yeah, that's what they did for New York, too. We were supposed to go up to Hinsdale.
Yeah, that's what
we thought. Hang on one second, let the cat in.
You're fine.
We thought, we'll be fine. We'll just sneak into the state. We're just going to Hinsdale. We're not going to see anybody except maybe Dan. And he's like, yeah, no, they're stopping people with out-of-state plates coming in. So, and they're fining them like $500 a person or something.
New York was even worse than here. So
I'm like, we'll stay home. It's
not
okay.
like people.
Yeah. So, but once we figure out where we're heading, if we're getting anywhere in your neck of the woods, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, definitely.
We got to figure out something.
I know. It's been
something.
I know. We were supposed
to. And then we have
last year twice. Oh, then you have what? Go ahead.
Our schedule is crazy, and yet we're trying to squeeze more in because we also are going to the Mid-Michigan Paracon, and that's in November, I think it is. And then so that's on a Sunday. It's a Sunday event, which is different, but it's fine. But somebody reached out to us and said, hey, we want you to join us at the Missouri State Pen the Friday before that. So we're going to go on Friday and investigate the Missouri State Pen, and then we're going to have to leave from, is it St. Joseph, Missouri? I don't remember where it's at. Someplace in Missouri, and drive to Flint, Michigan for this mid-Michigan haircut. It's just like, we're crazy, but oh my God, we're excited. It's a good thing that we enjoy road tripping, because otherwise this could be the death of us.
Oh, I hear you.
We really don't mind, though. We have a lot of fun when we're on the road. So, oh, yeah. Darren said, don't drink the water there. And I'm like, oh, yeah. That was one of the first things when I looked to see where this Paracon was. I'm like, Flint. Yeah, we should probably have some bottled water in the car when we go. Because we are water drinkers.
Funny, not funny. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's not funny, unfortunately. But, the town is definitely known. So,
for sure.
But yeah, Chris is a huge water drinker, and I try. So we'll definitely have to make sure we've got some water on us when we go.
Yeah, I'm a water drinker too.
Yeah, I don't know. We've got a pretty cool year coming up. I'm excited. Excited.
We got a couple little things, and then the things that we talked about, but it's just starting. I don't like last year. We had tons of stuff planned, and everything fell through. So I don't want to plan too much and let myself down again.
Well, and I think a lot of places are still really leery to schedule things because you don't know whether or not you're able to do them. And, I guess I'm going to say something from like the event planner side of things, because I know that there are a lot of people out there who are frustrated that people are not holding their events and thinking, oh, it's not a big deal, we shouldn't have these. But I want to kind of talk to you guys, I guess, from the event planner side of this now. When you host an event, there are expenses that are involved in hosting that event. And it doesn't matter if you have to social distance your people. It doesn't matter if you know that your attendance isn't going to be as high. Your expenses to run that show
stay the same, yeah.
They don't change. So if I'm spending $7,000 for a venue, but I can only put half the vendors in there that I normally do, guess what, guys? I may not be able to pay for my venue anymore because I'm not getting the revenue off the booths. And then if you compound that with, I'm going to get half the people to attend that I normally do because people are still scared because there is still this virus out there. Those are all things that event planners have to take into account. Then you have to add in the scary people who are so happy, who would say, oh, well, I caught COVID at your event. So you're putting that risk out there that you're going to get in trouble for hosting an event. And then the worst case scenario is, what if somebody did get sick at your event? So these are all things that every single event planner has to think about before they decide whether or not they hold an event. So guys, I am right there with you. I had absolutely everything in 2020 canceled, and it was so frustrating because I missed people, and the gypsy in me was having a really, really hard time holding still. But I hope you guys understand, when people have to cancel these events, there's reasons. It's safety reasons, it's financial reasons, it's all things that need to be taken into consideration. So just hang in there, keep supporting the event host as much as you can, and know that they are doing what they believe is best for everybody involved. Yeah. So there's my PSA for the night.
No, I think that's well worded. Good night, Mama Deb. Thank you.
Night, Mama.
Love you. Give the baby a kiss.
My mama, Pat, is missing in chat tonight, but I think she's out to supper with he's not technically my little brother, but he's my little brother.
I noticed she wasn't in there. Well, I hope Mama Pat is having a great dinner. I hope she eats something really good for babe.
Yeah, they went to the super good restaurant. So
Kim and Allison are going. I just read it. Sorry. Somewhere you mentioned Missouri State Pen in May.
Ew. You guys will have to tell me all about it because I've never been, and I'm excited. It's so much fun.
I know.
Yeah, that was one of those that when they first brought it up and invited us, it's like, yeah, I don't know, because we got other stuff going on, and I'm like, but it's Missouri State Bank. Come on, guys. So.
Yeah. I need to sell some more T-shirts so I can travel to Iowa.
Yeah. I keep telling you, you need to get your little butt here. So.
Oh, we would love to. I know Matt would love to go too.
You need to send me your address again. I need to send you a T-shirt, by the way.
Okay. I was about to say it on air, but that is not a good idea.
No, I was just going to stop you. I'm like, don't say it on air, woman. Just
it's a good thing I'm drinking water. If I was drinking, I just totally forgot that where this goes out to could potentially go out to, all over the country and other countries.
Of people. Here is where Shea lives.
Yeah, I almost did.
Yeah, Matt's saying it's a tough time. He's been debating doing some events at Wilson Castle.
Yeah.
Totally understand. I'm sure he's wrestling with all the same things that I talked about. So, I think the thing to keep in mind is if you're going to do it, just make sure that you know what are the rules for your state, what are the rules for the city that you're going to be in, what are the rules for the venue that you're going to be in. And then also just keep in mind you are welcome to make your own decisions, because like the Cedar Falls event that we had, our governor had dropped the mask mandate for some reason, and the city had dropped their mask mandate, and so there wasn't anything technically driving it, but we still had a mask requirement, and we had it clearly posted that said, if you're going to come, you need to wear a mask. So
yeah, and as long as
as
long as that's posted before you sell any tickets, then
yeah. I posted it all over the event, and we had signs on the door, and everybody knew. So
last October, we did a couple different events. Matt and I, and my sister was at some too. And we had just come out of the stay-at-home order, and New Hampshire didn't even have a mask mandate, so I got a little, I kept forgetting to put the mask back on when I walked in the building because I'm a smoker. So I go, But since then, things have gotten so much worse. I wear my mask all the time now. Half the time, if I even have a little cough or Matt has a little cough, Matt's in my bubble, we wear the mask in the car.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Totally get it. On the note of Wilson Castle, though. That would be a good excuse for us to come and see. Just saying.
There. All right, we can talk. Me, you, and Matt can talk after the show. But it would be.
Because that's one that I want to get into, too, because it looks so pretty.
Did you hear the 5 EVPs we put out? We put out the first 5 EVPs.
I want to say yes, but I'm not remembering them right now because my brain sucks.
Sorry, guys, I'm coughing. We just put out the first 5. Mind you, people hear, 5 EVPs. What were we there, Matt? 15 hours both times? Like, these were 2 full overnight investigations.
Yeah.
So it's not like we were there 4 hours and got 30 EVPs.
Well, wait, that's not how this works?
If you're lucky, it does.
Have you tried spiking your hair and wearing a really tight black T-shirt? Because then you'll get more.
My hair is pretty much spiked because it goes poof with the heat, and anything's tight on me with these boobs. There's your reference, Darren. I don't know. I can't remember which ones we put out. I think we put out...
That makes me feel better that I don't remember your...
Well, there's so many that... I also didn't put what we thought they were in it for the first time. Normally, I put it in...
Right, yeah.
But I didn't.
And honestly, that's a good idea if you're going to post them out there like that.
Yeah.
Post them out, leave them for a week, and then put what you guys think you hear, and just kind of give everybody else a chance to kind of say what they think they hear.
Kim can fit in your suitcase.
She probably could.
She could.
She's a tiny thing.
I have a coach for
her.
Probably could. Come visit Kim.
A weekend at the castle. I could handle a weekend at the... I deserve a weekend in a castle, damn it.
You do, and this is a beautiful, beautiful...
It looks so pretty. It looks so, so pretty.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So is that one of your favorite places now? Or because I know we always hate this question, what's your favorite place to go to? So
I haven't been enough to say it's my favorite. I've only been twice. And they were 2 overnights, full overnights. But
is that one, I can never remember the name of it, but that one hospital or sanitarium or whatever it is that still your favorite?
I haven't
or
been
was
there
it a
in a while.
school? Maybe it was a school.
No.
I can't remember what it
you're
was.
talking about holy crap. We go to Laconia. Oh, I just kicked the dog. I don't know if she made a noise. I didn't know she was up. Yeah, we go to Laconia. They tore the other one down, the one that you're talking about, and for some reason, I love Parsonsfield. Oh, that one. I love that one. Yeah, I've been there a few times. Love that one.
I think it was Parsonsfield that I was trying to think of.
With all the children in the... Good morning, Kiki.
It's a good thing that Matt keeps track of us.
Well, somebody has to, because...
That poor man.
Oh, yeah. He has to deal with me.
Can you imagine if he had to be with both of us in person? And we'll have Chris there too. So between the two of them,
yeah, they can,
It's just us amplified. It's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
I could fall out of the back seat of your car.
You could show your boobs to the world.
That was just a cleavage.
Snatches.
It was just cleavage. It wasn't full on boobs. What? Matt's got question marks in there. I don't know what he's questioning. Who knows?
Probably a lot of what we've said tonight.
Probably, yeah. I haven't got any text messages saying shut up, so I'm not doing that much wrong.
I'm scared to ask what that takes to get those tests.
I've never gotten one. Well, from him. I've got it from other people, but not him. Oh. Yeah,
funny.
He's got to be working on sainthood or something, because he like answers all my texts, even the crazy ones. He, doesn't even ignore me. I don't know why. He should sometimes, but Parsonsfield is a very wild location. I love it there. I do. Oh, see, I said it. Now he's texting me. It's probably shut up. Yep, shut up. Love you, Matt.
Ask and you shall receive.
Oh, wait, before I forget.
What?
Matt's on a podcast tomorrow. Matt, what's the time? 11:25 a.m.? Please.
And what's the podcast?
Yes, put it.
You should know the name of it too.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on the morning.
Ooh. While he's answering, because I know we're on a bit of a delay. Did you get a chance to watch the podcast that Rebecca was on? It wasn't a podcast.
No, I have it saved.
TV series that Rebecca was on
I'm
for
watching
Cambry House.
Tonight. I shared it everywhere I could.
Yeah.
She
did really good. So it's Rebecca Williamson, who's the owner of the Cambry House in Nauvoo, Illinois. And it was funny because it was about the history of the house. It was about the fact that it was like the last Arcadian, I can never remember the word, house that's left standing in the area. And it was funny because you could tell that the guy that was running the show knows that she does the ghost stuff out there too, but that was not talked about, because at the end of it, they were kind of saying something like, good luck on your weddings and your events and the other things you do out here. It's just kind of, and there were times that I know her well enough to know, it looked like she started to answer and she reminded herself, I can't talk about the ghosty stuff,
Yeah, it's very
she did
hard.
So good. I was so happy to see that and to see all of her hard work that she's put into gathering all of that history and knowing the family and all of that, just to have that finally be acknowledged that Rebecca Williamson Cambry has done all this work. So
yeah. And you'll
it
hear,
really cool.
We talk about it Sunday because our show is pre-recorded, but she keeps saying, well, it's only PBS. And I'm like, shut up. Don't say only. First of all, it's freaking PBS.
It's PBS. Everybody grows up on
only.
PBS.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody knows what PBS is.
Yeah. So.
And it's just really cool.
Yeah, it is. And I'm so happy for her.
I was super excited.
She was going great. We were supposed to record that day, and we couldn't record. That's why I ignore everybody on Tuesdays, because I'm usually with her, but I lost. Sorry, guys, I can't stop coughing for some reason. All right, Matt, yep, I was going to say Matt's got his stuff in there. Do you want to share it, or do you want me to? Can you, so I can...
Yep. So he is going to be on Pulse Urbex YouTube channel. It's Pulse, like your Pulse, Urbex, URBEX YouTube channel, and it's at 11:25 a.m. and that's on Sunday, I believe Shea said.
No, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, I'm on Sunday. He's
yeah.
on Saturday.
Be sure to check that out because that'll be super cool too.
The link is on his page, paranormal page. It's on paranormal ads and events too. So
I'm guessing Shea will share it once or twice. If I see it, I'll share it out there too.
Yeah,
so
I think I did. I'm going to share it again tomorrow morning or late tonight. So
Matt says PBS is the only channel they get in New Hampshire. So
yeah, it's only a free one. Yeah, we have to watch it on YouTube because we don't get the Illinois PBS.
Yeah,
but thank God it's on YouTube. I did start it, but I just haven't got to.
Oh, no, and I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I just didn't know if you'd had a chance to sit down and see it. I just happened to have a little bit of time, so I had it playing and watched it because I was pretty proud of her. So.
No, I am too. That's a lot of. She puts a lot of work into that.
Matt, that's actually a good question. So 11:25 a.m. is that your time?
11:25 Eastern, 10:25 Central.
Okay, yeah, that's what Darren was asking. 10:25 our time, so Central time. So
Good night, Allison.
I forget. You guys are. Ooh, meatloaf. I want meatloaf, Allison. That sounds yummy.
I love meatloaf.
Maybe I'm hungry.
Well, we only got a few more minutes left, so maybe you can.
Yeah, I think I would have needed to tell Chris I wanted meatloaf a while ago.
I was going to say find a substitute for meatloaf.
Yeah. Well, I believe Chris and my boys are out in the backyard having a fire, so they may be 3 sheets to the wind by the time I get out there. So.
Oh, see, now I'm jealous of the meatloaf and the 3 sheets to the wind. I am missing carbs, people, let me tell you.
I couldn't do it, honey. I don't know how you do it.
I gave up milk. Love you. I gave up milk in my coffee, too. Totally no milk.
Oof. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So. Don't get me wrong. I would like to not have an ass this size, but if I had to give up everything that I enjoy eating, I just, yeah.
It's not everything.
I'd probably die.
But I actually felt better before I stopped.
Yeah.
I did. I felt better. At first, you get really tired at night, and
I remember you being so sleepy.
Mm-hmm. But
look what it's done for you. You've done really good.
Yeah, I've gained some of the weight back over the winter because I've really been off.
Yeah, but everybody does.
January,
it's a winter.
But, yeah. So, but definitely.
And that quarantine 15.
Oh, quarantine 1500 for me.
I was going to say
15 in each ass cheek.
I was just going to say, I've always been an overachiever. I like to do more than my share, so.
Yep.
I may have taken a pound or two more than the 15, but it's fine. It's fine.
Matt just put all the times right there, and it's a lot
Australian time.
Yeah, this is a European podcast. I don't know if European's the right thing, but it's across the pond. So that's why we're having trouble with the times.
Gotcha.
But I believe it's live, so we get to ask questions. Darren, you get to ask Matt questions live in chat.
Well, and I thought that was an odd time to have it at like 11:25. Normally, for whatever reason, podcasts are in the evening, and I was just like, So that makes more sense if they're across the pond.
Yeah. I forget where, but it's somewhere in Britain time.
Well, isn't that just super cool?
It is. Matt is the coolest. We got
the jelly.
Yeah. Yeah, UK. See, it was close. I knew what I was trying to say. Across the pond, that means UK.
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure we are insulting like a million people right now. We mean no offense. We're just geologically stupid.
We know what across the pond means, so we're... Oh, my God. Speaking of across the pond, I'm so sad Prince Philip died. I know nobody out there listening on this podcast, but I am really... tomorrow morning's his funeral, and I'm watching it. Actually, I have to video it. I have to DVR. What's that thing called? You press record on the TV? DVR?
I have no idea. I think so.
You know what I'm talking about, though? I have to record it because Matt's show is in the middle of Prince Philip's funeral.
So, sometimes I think I'm a pretty smart person. Don't get me... So I'm going to just preface this. There's times that I think I'm a pretty smart person, and there are certain things that I am pretty damn smart about. But there are other times that I amaze myself with how out of touch I am on things. Because I don't follow the royal family, but I'm aware of them. I know the queen and her son and the boys and the drama with their wives. And, I didn't know that she was still married. I thought he was dead already.
All right. You know the one kid I can talk about on air? The only one I'm allowed to mention by name? Caitlin.
Yep, Caitlin.
So, 6 weeks ago, we were talking about the royals because I have a fascination with the royals. Anyways, and she's like, when did Prince Philip die? And I'm like, he's still alive. She's like, he's 100 years old. And I'm like, no, he'll be 100 on June 10th. It's my birthday, so yes, I remember his birthday. And she's like, no, he's not. And she Googles it, and he's still alive. And a couple weeks later, he goes in the hospital. So she's like, but meantime, before he goes in the hospital, I'm like, now he's going to die, and it's going to be your fault. You wish this upon him. Then he goes in the hospital, and she's like, is this my fault? Oh, my God. And she's so upset.
Oh, no.
Hopefully she doesn't listen to this. She's going to kill me. She's really upset. So now he gets out of the hospital. He's in there for, 3.5 weeks or something. Now he dies. I'm like, it's not your fault. It's really not.
Well, I'll share this a little bit about the royal family, but then remind me about Maddie and her thing to make Caitlin feel better about silly daughter stories.
This is before you go on. This is why the other kids are smart, and I'm not allowed to mention them by name.
No, but Mom said something about it. She's like, Prince Philip died, and I'm like, oh, Queen Elizabeth's son died? Does that mean that the boys become? And I'm like, so it just skips. He never gets to be king. It just goes straight to the boys. And she's like, no, her husband. And I'm like, he's not dead already? Oops. I felt really bad because here this poor man just died. And I'm like, I didn't even know he existed. But anywho, that is my story of how sometimes I feel really smart and other times I'm just like, I live under a rock somewhere. So.
Well, I'm really up on the royals, and Rebecca and I did a story on these guys, the Haunted of the Castle, and I didn't understand why he was not a prince, and she's like, but now he is. So I had to really research to find out he wasn't a prince. He got the title. It's a long thing, but yeah, that's why.
I mean, no, I get it.
He's not a prince, but it's his title.
Well, and I asked Mom the same thing because in my brain, if he's married to the queen, shouldn't he be king?
Yeah, but then he would be in charge, not her. That's why. Yeah, I had to really research it because I was confused on that too.
The whole thing is weird. Yeah. The whole thing is weird, but...
we probably lost them in chat. What are they talking about?
It's clothes falling off and tequila and don't look.
That's what happens. You ever hear that country song? Tequila makes her clothes fall off?
Yeah.
You've been with me. We've done tequila.
Yeah, I have, and I've seen tequila and the effects. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyways, Madeline.
Oh, Maddie, yes, we forgot that part.
I don't know if I told you the story or not. So if I did, sorry. But so I had this car. It was an Acadia, and it had this issue with the engine that I knew that eventually it was going to blow up. It was not something that could be fixed. It was the timing chain had stretched. So at some point, it drove fine, but at some point it was going to blow up. It was just going to die, and that was going to be the end of it. And I knew this. And so I told the kids that, yes, they could drive it, but I didn't ever want them like taking it out of town or anything like that, because when it blew up, I didn't want them to be going 60 miles per hour on an interstate, you know? So Madeline has my Accord before she totaled it. And she comes inside one day. I'm downstairs working in my office. And she comes downstairs and she's got this sheepish look on her face. And she's like, Mom, you know that little space between the emergency brake and the console? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, what happens if I drop my debit card in there? I'm like, it's lost. You probably can't get it back out of there, you know? And she, you know, so I went out and I looked, and it had fall to the bottom and fell flat. There was no way we were going to get it out of there. And she's like, well, I didn't know what to do, because like, if I pull that emergency brake, does the car blow up? Like, boom. I'm like, what? She's like, well, the car blow up. What does it, like, boom? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you always say the cars are going to blow up. She's like, do they really? I'm like, Madeline, it doesn't blow up. I mean, they're going to break. Oh my God. I just like, she's a smart kid, guys. She's a smart kid most of the time. And I'm just like,
I had to mute myself because I was laughing so hard.
I'm just like, oh my, she's like, well, you just always said it was going to blow up. So I didn't know if you meant like it was just going to stop running or if it really would just explode. Like, oh God. Okay.
We've
all right.
been there though, so we can laugh. We have very smart women, and we've said some dumb things before.
Oh, I love my baby girl. I know she's not going to listen to this, so it'll be fine.
Every time I say Kate's not going to listen to it, I get a message.
That's the one she chooses to listen to.
Hey, she's done podcasts. She's been on podcasts on this network. So she gives me permission, and now it's too late. If she ever takes permission back, I just won't hear it.
I'll
be the what do I say about the other one? The one I can't mention on air. Isn't that how I refer to one of them?
He or she who shall not be named.
Yes. Because, and then I got twin boy, twin girl, because, you know, that doesn't say anything about who they are.
Yeah, well, you know, and when there's just the one daughter, anytime I say she or daughter, I mean, it's a big giveaway, so.
Yeah. You can, we have a question.
Boys are fair game, though. There's multiples of those. Anywho.
Yeah. All right, we have a question, and then I think our time's almost up.
Oh, gosh. Already?
I know.
All right. Oh, it is. My God, it's 8 o'clock already. If you had access to a portal, what's the one thing you would take with you? But I have secondary questions on this.
Where are we going?
Yeah, where's the portal taking me? Because that's going to have a huge impact on what I take with me. Because, like, if it's taking me to the bar...
We don't need to bring alcohol. It's already there.
Yeah, but if it's taking me to work... I mean, that's an entirely different thing.
He said to the other side. Well, what's on the other side? Like, why can't I portal to, like, Iowa or Germany or... Matt said bring sunscreen just in case.
There's way too many questions on this. So if I'm going through this portal to go someplace, am I getting to come back or am I stuck there?
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a factor, too.
Yeah, it is. Like, what do we bring? It all depends.
So many questions. So many questions.
I maybe a walkie-talkie or see how far.
I wonder if that would work.
How long it would last? Like, do you just like cross the threshold and boom, it's gone? Like, I don't know.
But if you had a walkie-talkie, so like let's go back to the whole poltergeist portal thing. Yeah. If I sent a walkie-talkie with you and you walked through the goo wall, would we be able to talk back and forth through those walkie-talkies?
If it went to the closet upstairs, probably. Unless it was a different dimension. If it's a different dimension, the antenna's not big enough, and we're not going to be able to talk.
Okay, but then the question comes in, if that's true, why didn't they send a walkie-talkie in with a person instead of the little short lady screaming in her crazy little voice, "Go into the light"?
Because she had to catch her. It's a good question. Maybe the girl was too little. She wouldn't know how to work a walkie.
Maybe.
I don't know.
The cat in the eye. Oh, sorry, baby.
I don't even know if I believe in portals. Yeah. That to be honest, I know we're having fun here, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you...
No, that was a good question, but...
It is. It's just... You gotta refine it a little. You gotta refine it.
I feel bad because we just ripped the shit out of Darren's question. But it was a good question. I had questions back.
But now he gets to go back and rewrite the question for next time.
Next time we will be prepared to answer it differently or better. So, yeah.
Or ignore it. It depends on our mood. No, kidding, Darren.
I am a Virgo, damn it. I need details.
Yes. That's why he tests the stuff on us, because he knows we'll be fun about it. We might be a little mean, but we're going to be fun.
Can I have a checklist? And
yeah.
Will you show me the spreadsheet with all the details?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Do I need to bring a clean pair of underwear? How long am I going to be gone?
How long am I going to be gone? Do I need clean underwear?
Yeah, like if I step into this portal, what's on the other side? Like, can I get these things? Like, I don't need to bring a hairbrush because my hair looks the same whether I just brushed it 2 seconds ago or not. So that don't matter. But there's certain things like, and I'm good with leaving the bra behind. Everybody knows.
I love how she doesn't go to equipment or keepsakes or family members. She goes to, do I need clean underwear?
Yeah. I don't know. Where's the portal taking me? I don't know if the equipment's going to work. And if I can't come back, why bring the equipment? There's no one to show it to. So I need, if you can only bring one thing.
Oh, excellent question, Darren.
Yes.
We'll figure out how to answer it for all the different scenarios.
All right. The last question, just to be fun, we can't use the same answer we've ever used before. In honor of Darren, what's one thing in the whole world you would never want to be haunted? New answer. You can't use anything you already used. I thought your screen froze with your tongue out, but you were just like that.
I think with my tongue out, it helps me think better.
Yes.
Probably my cell phone. I mean, it's my life.
See, I've said that before.
I haven't.
No,
though.
You haven't. But I've said.
But it's how I keep track of everything, where I'm supposed to be, what I'm doing, who I know. Hey. I had to look up Chris's phone number the other day. I was trying to check out a Hy-Vee, and they're like, "Do you have the fuel saver or whatever it is?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's 319 blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "No, wait, no, no, that's not his number." And I had to look it up. It was horrible.
Oh look, Miss Kiki's saying hi.
Well, hi, you hairless little rat dog.
Yes. All right, let's see. I've already said animals. I've said kids, cell phone, toilet. We've said naughty things. I wouldn't want. Let's see. I wouldn't want my cable box to be any more haunted than it already is. I don't know. I've said everything important in the past, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'll have to reserve any other things I can think of because I'm sure this question will come up again. So there's a lot of things I can think of that I would not want haunted, though.
We've said toilet, car, between us, toilet, car, fingers, toys, animals, kids, not in that particular order, computers, cell phones. I wouldn't want to be haunted because can you imagine? I'm hellish already.
I was going to say, I'd probably be the one thing that they'd possess me and they were like, shit, I don't want any part of this. And they'd just leave.
Oh, yeah. Toilet paper. Good one, Darren.
You are so screwed up. We are not staying here.
Maybe if I got haunted, I'd be nice. It'd be like the opposite.
But where's the fun in that?
I don't know. It's worth a try. Sprinkle some fairy dust. No?
Overrated.
All right, guys. I think since I promised her we'd be done by 9, or I promised myself, not even her, and it's like 10 past 9 here. Just want to thank everybody for listening, and it was a really fun show, really fun chat, and we appreciate each and every one of you. We have a lot of listeners after. We hit well over 10,000 downloads a while ago. I don't even know what it's at now, but this was like before our 100th episode, we hit over 10,000. So.
Sorry. Kim's answering for you. You don't want your underwear that you're taking with you through the portal to be.
See? She gets me. That's why I love her. She is one mind with me. I need to bring a pair to change because if I go through a portal and I'm whoosh, whoosh, whoosh,
you might need them.
I do. I will, Plus, Nana always said bring a clean pair of underwear with you just in case you're in an accident. I don't know what good they'll do if they're in your purse and you're on a hospital gurney, but that's what she always told me. So, but all right. But we do. Thank you guys. We really appreciate you, and this was very good. I love talking to you. I love just these fun shows and blowing off steam. Next week, I think we're talking. Kelly will not be here next week.
No. I will be heading to HauntACon, though.
Yes. So, I'm jealous. But Mr. Darren Buss will be filling in.
Not the bus.
The bus. Bus. The bus stop is coming. I think we're talking about cryptids and aliens next week, so this should be interesting.
Sounds fun.
Yes, with the doctor. So it should be fun.
Yeah, so I'm off the next couple weeks. So you guys be nice to my Shea while I'm out.
Yes. Be nice to me, please, people. All right, no, seriously. All right, guys. We will see you next week. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful weekend. We will hopefully see you Sunday in the chat. Actually, I take that back. I probably won't be in Exploring the Unknown chat this week because I planned Sunday. But have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys.